Okay, is it recording? Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to the first video. Today we're going to talk about some news. First of all, Twitch star Dr. Lupo signs exclusive YouTube deal and now is apparently secure for life. In 29, I think you all probably know that Dr. Lupo is a pretty kind of big shot, one of the bigger Fortnite YouTubers who blew up during the Fortnite time. And he's also gotten the YouTube bubble. As you can see, I think you all guys already know, but during this time, a lot of people have now been signed into YouTube contracts. I think Laserbeam was one who just was not exclusive to Twitch, but not exclusive to live streaming as well. But they also got contracts. But I think the most recent one on top of my head was I can't remember his name, but I think I'll put his name on the screen. Who got signed off from Courage? That's his name. Courage JD, who's recently from Twitch. Recently moved on from Twitch into YouTube, and I think YouTube is trying to conquer Twitch by doing this, by acquiring another one of the big streamers, Dr. Lupo, a Twitch star with 4.5 million followers. He in 2019 he had admitted that he couldn't keep at it forever. He said he has already mentioned all of this, that he'd already one day grow tired of plugging sponsors, and he anyway and predicted the Fortnite fall down by playing whichever games the ever-changing winds of the popularity dictated. He said, and he's also specified this in the previous times, that he really didn't want to keep doing this, and he really wanted to travel with his son now, Charlie. I never knew he had a son. This is news to me. And 2 years later, he's kind of getting his wish. I don't know, that depends on him. But he and Lupo announced that the signing of the deal to stream exclusively on YouTube will bring a life-changing windfall and the opportunity to spend more time with his family. See? So that's happening. His mainstay since the 2018 Fortnite explosion catapulted him into popularity. I think you know this. He's now this 34-year-old is departing from the Amazon-owned streaming platform to YouTube, which seems to be growing in popularity, I think, but I don't understand the big change, because YouTube is not that I don't understand, but what I get, YouTube is just hiring contract to streamers now, like the big Twitch streaming, Twitch streaming. At the end, as you guys know, Twitch isn't the most stable of platforms, as is the recent Dr. Disrespect Jumbo, where they just banned him after giving him a contract. So I'll get in that story later. Well, Lupo could not disclose the exact terms, obviously. I mean, why would he tell how much money he makes? But he's a YouTuber, so he probably makes around 50 million a month. He said, and I quote him. This is his quote from after he got the deal. Family time is crazy important, as is reducing the amount of pressure, because mental health is crazy important. He later stated that he had spent years streaming for 60 to 70 hours per week. That's like 10 hours per week, I think. 10 hours per day. And again, I quote him, everybody's just trying to secure the bag, right? There's no shame in that. That's literally why everybody gets up and goes to work. So of course, the financial situation that YouTube presented me, without a doubt, is like, I'm secure for life. Everybody's trying to get to that point. Why should I say no to that? But the thing is, he's saying that that he's getting YouTube, because YouTube is giving him money, that he just can do whatever he wants anymore, and does not have to keep that grind. Which kind of brings me to the fact that should he be really saying this? Because if YouTube knows that he's anyway planning to take it back, then not produce as much content as he did for Twitch, then that's kind of ruining their deal, innit? And I see his point that he must have to do less work, but you also have to understand that being in a contract, he also has a certain amount of quota that he has to fill. It's probably negotiated that the quota would be quite less than what he used to, as he has a family, of course. How would I know that? But again, like I said, Lupo plans to continue streaming on YouTube, but is hoping for a little less time consuming. He's obviously gonna go with and obviously with this free time he wants, which will also allow him to devote more energy to family-oriented pursuits. He again quotes, "I obviously will still be playing video games on YouTube. Why wouldn't you? I mean, it's the best. It's for the fun of it every time. You really wanna have fun on YouTube." And we have a chance now to do some new stuff. We have some trips coming up, so there'll be behind the scenes stuff. I can record some vlog style content and make a lot of people who are at my level, that are dads and don't really put up that kind of stuff. Yeah, you can do. Yeah, so he's planning to do more family vlog style thing. Hopefully, not as cringe as those family YouTubers, as we all know. Um, but yeah, so he's trying to go for some more vlog style content like IRL streamers, but hopefully not streaming those content, because you know how IRL streamers do, especially famous ones. But he says transitioning platforms is as simple as waking up in the morning and logging into a different website. While his most popular fans will obviously follow YouTube, will obviously change from Twitch to YouTube. Which I mean, I think he'll have a bigger audience on YouTube, but I don't see that's the case for many streamers. But it's like YouTube, everybody uses YouTube, right? So I think if you stream on YouTube, there won't be that, you'll just probably getting more audience because just YouTube streamers also can join. But I don't know. He says that he stands to lose quite a few followers due to the gravitational pull of the streaming behemoth that is Twitch. I don't know about that. I mean, YouTube is obviously behemoth in the video style. Streaming is still Twitch, but I kind of get, because you can use separate platforms for separate things. But I don't get how the audience changes. I mean, it's obvious that it does, but why is, I don't know, because a lot of people use YouTube. Tell me in the comments below, please. Tyler Ninja Blevins moved from now defunct Microsoft streaming platform Mix in 2019. His viewership fell precipitously, with his follower count going from over 13 million to just 3 million. Blevins has just recently returned to Twitch. Obviously, the Blevins fiasco. I felt that Ninja mostly lost his popularity not because of Fortnite dying, just because he kept shifting on platforms. But that's a talk for another day. And obviously, YouTube is a bigger platform than Mixer and Twitch, for that matter. But Twitch still commands the majority of live streaming market. Over 65% of streaming hours watched compared to YouTube's 23%. I think, yeah, because most of YouTube want short content video like me. I love well-edited stuff. So when you go on Twitch, you kind of expect live content. Well, in YouTube, you kind of don't. You expect well-edited videos, but also kind of content. I wonder if TikTok is gonna hire some people on contract. But who knows? That's a talk for a later time. Lupo knows that he's gonna take a hit, obviously, but he believes that it'll be worth in the end. He quotes, "On Twitch, I'm a pretty big fish in the lake. When I moved to YouTube, I'm a little fish in the ocean. There's so much room to grow, and there's so many opportunity to do incredible things with all sorts of content creators on YouTube. I think if you do any other platform, I might be concerned, but YouTube is like it. But I think people underestimate the size of the platform, how much you can do with it. I don't think people underestimate YouTube, for all I'm saying. I don't think anyone underestimates YouTube. The thing is, yeah, there's certain kind of expectations when it comes to YouTube on like streaming and stuff. However, over the years, yeah, he's not only influenced Twitch streamers, but he not only influenced Twitch viewers, but streamers as well. His regular charity streams, I think that's the main thing about Lupo, which I really adore, is how he raises just millions for charity, and he's really passionate about it. So I hope he brings that to YouTube as well, and I think he is. So moving on from that is a bittersweet prospect, but Lupo doesn't feel like he'll entirely cut off from the culture that shaped him and which he shaped in return. I don't think he's just going to stop doing, because YouTube also has its own ways of doing charities. I think it's a long time ago. 2016 was a cringe-mas thing. I think hopefully they do more of that. I don't know why they stopped it. I don't know. The example I try to set means just as much regardless of what platform I'm on. Twitch is without a doubt the king of live streaming. YouTube is huge, but the live stream gaming side is a little smaller. Yeah, I get that. Same with Facebook. As those things get refined and built out and fleshed out better, they are more adoptable for viewers, and it's gonna matter less and less what platform people stream on. It's more about supporting the content creator themselves. For me, I don't really understand the people who don't follow if they really like a creator, they don't follow everyone on Twitch, because it's just installing an app and signing up. So they don't see the problem there, but I get why some people are busy and stuff. But yeah, but in the end, it matters upon you, the fan, who wants to see all of this stuff, and whether you're willing to change platforms and get out of your comfort zone for these creators, but not technically, whatever. In some ways, Lupo is glad to move on from Twitch. Lupo cited the recent scourge of hate raids. Oh yeah, in which malicious groups use bots and overwhelm marginalized streamers chat with hate speech and slurs. Twitch is just like that. I mean, I think you know the meme from Internet Historian that Twitch, every emote of Twitch ends up being racist after some time. I don't know why, it just happens. He quotes again on hate raids. Hate raids are wild. I think putting more of a spotlight on other platforms is important. Try and push for all platforms to grow and adapt and be the safe place for people to enjoy gaming. Gaming for me has always been about being inclusive and fun. I think it's important to keep that diverse, inclusive nature of gaming across streaming platforms as well. it's huge thing to make people feel like they're part of something. And he's also excited for all of this. I think everyone would be excited after signing a fresh 50 million per month contract. I'm not saying that's the name, legally binding. No, that's not how much it takes. He's not mentioned it. In the past few weeks, big name Twitch streamers like Blevins, Pokimane, and Asmongold have all openly discussed burnout, in which the latter saying is considering quitting altogether. So yeah, YouTube obviously has its mental stress considering all the hate raids and stuff. I think you pretty much get all of that. But Lupo isn't done yet. He isn't done yet, but I think many people. But he's also not a fresh young kid anymore. He is obviously, how much is old? Like 34. People on Twitch are on YouTube are like 23, and recent blow up of Tommy Innit, who's 16. So people kind of go for the younger audience more. On Twitch, some YouTube see even slight declines in audience as a reason to pounce on streamers, tracking numbers, and firing up constant digs on how streamers are past their primes. Yeah, that is amazing. Even I think I see how that can make you suffer. Like, I think you can see one of the great ones was Among Us era. That Among Us just declined massively. I think Disguised Toast YouTube channel is one of the better examples of how you can fall off. Here, Lupo, on this issue, Lupo says that I can't tell you how many times I've been told that I fell off. I'm not as popular as I used to be. He's also proud of what he's accomplished on YouTube. He's on Twitch, obviously. Like, it's obviously a pretty proud thing to be. Proud to be what he's accomplished on Twitch, considering. Yeah, and he quotes on his accomplishments. If after 6 years, my list of accomplishments includes raising almost $10 million for St. Jude, being on countless websites and in tons of advertisements, being able to commentate the Fortnite World Cup, and being involved in Make-A-Wish events and meeting kids in person at St. Jude, if I've fallen off, then man, it sure sounds like I did a damn good job during my heyday, or whatever you want to call it. Like, yeah, he makes fun of whatever. Like, obviously people, even like in NBA players, you can hear that people said, yep, that that they just fall off. LeBron is one of the big contenders there, that people just keep slewing people. They're not in their prime anymore. But he also says that if I continue being popular at a certain point, Charlie is going to get to age where the kids haven't seen me and they know that he's my son. Lupo says, noting that his son is currently 6. He's a 6-year-old now. I don't want him to ever feel like he is growing up in my shadow, because I don't want to predetermine for him what his future is. He's his own human being and makes that very apparent. He's very vocal about things, and he does and he doesn't want to do. I don't want him to jam him down my viewership's throats, or force him into this child actor style spotlight or anything like that. It won't be an easy balancing, of course, to be a father as well as a content creator, because of how long he streams. He doesn't stream for like 2 or 3 hours. He streams for 10 hours a day. So he used to stream at least. We'd have to see how much hours he's gonna do on YouTube. But yeah, that's probably a stressful job of balancing. It's probably a stressful job of balancing all of this. So he says that but Lupo also wants to ensure that his life as a content creator does not come at a cost of his life being as a father. He also states that, not to quote Interstellar, because I recently just watched it on a flight back from Los Angeles, but we are here to be hosts for our children, memories for them, he said. If I spend too much time doing this and not enough time being that memory for my kid, I don't know what he's going to grow up with. Yeah, so and that's all he has to say. And I feel like YouTube is trying, and I feel like this is a good stand for him. I don't know what to do on business standards. I'm obviously a kid, but I feel like YouTube is obviously is trying to buy out more streamers from Twitch to come into YouTube, since the Courage JD and all of those people. So I think they're going on a good path. They're signing popular streamers as well, and I think YouTube is going to do a good job. I personally support YouTube more as a creator, but you also have to be scared about monopoly. If YouTube owns streaming as well as this, and there's no competitors, yeah, it's kind of gonna suck. But that's enough. That's for another day. And thank you guys for watching, and I am out.